All right, guys. I'm telling you what, right now I'm going to have to make this video real fast because, see, I got the big heater off. We haven't been in anything other than we're starting off in the negatives every morning, and we don't get any warmer than the teens. We haven't for about a week. So I'm shutting down half my heaters in order to do this video. So please, listen up. I'm sorry about the smoke, folks. I've been smoking since I was 11. And I'll be smoking the day Jesus takes me out of here. But listen up. All right. I'm done talking about it. I'm done trying to explain to you people why we have the problem we have today. It's called, I'm going to give it to you. Now hang on to the edge of your seats and with both hands and grip on tight. Because you're not going to like it, I guarantee you. Qualified immunity, folks. Qualified immunity. Where did that come up from? It's nowhere in the Constitution, the Federalist Papers, the Bill of Rights, any documents. Where did qualified immunity come up from? Where? Anybody know? Do any of you know how far back it goes? No. Let me tell you this. I'm older than there was qualified immunity given to every police officer, sheriff officer, politician, judge, prosecutor, all of them. I've been alive longer than those people ever had qualified immunity. You want me to prove it to you? I already proved it to myself. That's a fact. Look it up on your Google. What year? Qualified immunity. It ain't even a law, folks. It's not even a law. You know who came up with it? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Google will tell you who came up with it. The Supreme Court. If you guys think the Supreme Court makes laws, you're a fool. You're ignorant. And you have no right to be able to elect people, as far as I'm concerned. You have no right to vote. The Supreme Court came up with this garbage. The Supreme Court is not there for anything other than to interpret the Constitution of the United States, of the Republic of the United States of America. That's all they are there to do, is interpret it. They don't make laws. According to Google, they can enact qualified immunity. Folks, all you have to do is take away. I want any one of you to tell me right now, why aren't, I'll tell you what, half the Kennedys need to be in prison. The Bushes, the Clintons, the Obamas, for sure. The Bidens, those are just people that were at the top of their fields. Well, about everybody else that's underneath them that have been covered by qualified immunity should be in prison right now. This crap that's going on in Minnesota, all of the politicians should be in prison right now. They're the ones that allowed it to happen. You people got to understand something. Qualified immunity is garbage. It's a way of giving people control even when they screw up. No, there ain't no part of that in the Constitution of the Republic of the United States of America, the Bill of Rights, or anything else, folks. There is nothing about qualified immunity for a president who does things knowingly they are wrong and go against his oath. There is nothing in the Constitution that where a police officer can knowingly, even stupidly, violate citizens' rights. And until all of you people get this stuff in your heads, this qualified immunity crap should have been never even brought into place. And we wouldn't be sitting in the battle we're sitting in today. Don't believe me? Here we go. I'm going to give it to you straight up. Right out of this book right here. Right out of this. This book is from 1934. 1934. I've got the pages marked in here. Oh, exactly what you're going to see right here. Now, with that being shown to you in 1934, there was no law books. There was no even a definition for qualified immunity. And until you people figure that out and figure out when that happened, I'm telling you right now, folks, in my lifetime, and not on the day I was born, but in my lifetime, this whole qualified immunity crap has came around. Why do you think no politicians ever get really prosecuted for their lies, for their oath-breaking crap? Cops as well. Cops shouldn't, if they don't even know the law, they shouldn't be coming up and making lawful orders on anybody unless they know it's a lawful order. This crap of qualified immunity is why we are where we are today, because qualified immunity is we are above the law and you aren't. Any one of you want to prove that to me? Hey, I'm sitting here right now. I got this law book. This is a dictionary, a law dictionary, folks, from 1934. I got a bunch of other law books over here on different parts of the law, corporate law, medical law. I got all these books sitting right over here. Any one of you want to tell me where I can find qualified immunity? And I got 100 and some books over here. Tell me where to find it. Quit playing this game, folks. I told you guys I was doing videos on about the snow burning, smelling like plastic, not melting. I was doing those videos 20 years ago, and everybody called me crazy. Now, it seems to be everybody believes it now. Qualified immunity needs to be jerked down and ripped out by the roots. If one of these officers of our representatives or anybody does anything illegal, qualified immunity should only happen if they can prove they didn't know they were breaking the law. And I don't even believe they should have insurance like a damn doctor. Malpractice insurance, they ought to have that for politicians and cops. All of them, law officers, all of them. They shouldn't get qualified immunity. They ought to have some kind of insurance that if they screw up and violate somebody's rights, their insurance has to pay the people that they harmed. That's a victim, folks. I don't care what you think. Article 18, U.S. Code 241, 242. Anybody who's conspiring to violate our rights under the color of law, that's a felony. And anybody who does it knowingly has violated 242. They're both felonies, and you can get death for those charges. Well, all these politicians have done this crap to us. It's called treason, breaking their oath. You guys think Jesus hasn't calmed me down a lot? Every time I raise my voice, I have to cough because he don't want me to raise my voice. He just wants me to tell you what I know. Anybody else has a collection? Anybody want to show me where this qualified immunity is right? Bring it on. Bring it on. I'm just a dumb hillbilly. I don't know nothing. But I got the books to look it all up. I bought all my books out of an attorney's office south of where I live. When they shut down, I bought their law books. Years later, they were found in an attic. But I could tell you who owned them. Every one of them. And folks, if these laws and these dictionaries and all the law books I have ain't worth the crap, ain't worth the money that was spent on making them, then who and what laws are we going by? If you don't know, then how do you know how to follow the law? Maybe that's why you've been paying income taxes for so long. And I got the law books to prove that too. It was voluntary. and I wasn't doing it, and I'm still here with qualified immunity. God loves you guys. Seek Jesus.